Hello, it's me, Lena, and welcome back to my channel. Subscribe. And today we are going to be looking at Am I Overreacting? But only the ones that have screenshots of their private conversations because I am nosy. Alright, I want to know what's going on over there. Let's begin. Am I the a-hole to my boyfriend's comments about the food I made? Girl, give me the food. I'll eat the damn food. We already know that I eat anything. The amount of sauce you used is disrespectful. Oh, I was just trying to do something nice. You don't have to eat it. Right. Personally, I don't like things with too much sauce, so I will gladly take the plate. Thank you. So, Monday night, my boyfriend's mother passed away. Oh. Sorry for your loss. She was terminally ill for about a year and a half, and it's been obviously very tragic for my boyfriend and his family. He texted me Tuesday morning and told me that she passed away the night before. We don't live together. He was at his parents' house all day Tuesday, and I had no idea what to do for him, as I have never supported anyone through a loss like this, and I've never been through a loss like this myself. I don't recommend it. It's really hard. I didn't lose a parent, but I lost my brother. And I'm still very sad about it. But, you know, life just happens. My advice to give to someone who doesn't know how to handle someone else going through a loss, just let them feel it. Just let them feel what they need to feel and just really be there for them. That's horrible, generic advice, but that's all I've got for you. I happen to have a big pot of pasta and meatballs in my fridge that I'd cooked for myself, so I took it and brought it to his house. That's very sweet. It wasn't a gourmet meal by any means, but it was literally all I had in terms of something that could be stored in the fridge, and all he had to do was put it in a bowl and heat it up. I didn't have any other groceries to make something that would make good leftovers because I was all out of food stamps, and I didn't pick up takeout because I didn't have the money for it. I recently lost my job and haven't had steady income for the past several weeks. Girl, we're gonna do affirmations, okay? I will find a job. The job will find me. I naturally attract jobs. I will make so much money. And I predict you will find a job in about 4 weeks. His roommate let me in. My boyfriend knew I was dropping something off, and I left the pot in the fridge. I also cleaned up his bedroom, and then I went to work. So sweet. I went back over later that night to spend the night with him so he wouldn't be alone. We didn't talk much, and he didn't eat what I made him because he wasn't hungry by the time he got home. It was late, so we just went to bed. He was acting very distant and almost cold towards me, but I wasn't taking it personally given the circumstances. I can't imagine how I would be acting/feeling if I was in his shoes. The next morning, I stayed with him for a few more hours until he left to go hang out with his brother. I also had to leave because my mom and I were driving out to a nearby city where we had booked an Airbnb for 2 nights a few weeks prior. How fun. My mom paid for the whole thing as an early birthday present to me, which I was extremely grateful for. Aww. I told my boyfriend that I could cancel the trip, but he insisted that I go, even going as far as saying he would be mad at me if I canceled. So I went. Later that night, my mom and I are relaxing at our Airbnb when I get a text from my boyfriend. It's a picture of the pasta and meatballs I left for him and a message that says, "The amount of sauce you used is disrespectful." I said, "Oh, I was just trying to do something nice. You don't have to eat it." He asked if I tried it myself, and I told him yes. I had 2 plates of it. I genuinely thought it was good for just some pasta, red sauce, meatballs, and cheese thrown in a pot. Also, you can't go wrong with pasta. It's carbs, it's sauce, it's fat, there's meat, there's cheese. Delicious. Again, it was something I originally made for myself, and I didn't have ingredients or the money for ingredients to make him a fresh meal. Yesterday, I got home from my trip and he wanted me to sleep over, so I did. He made us dinner, he usually does the cooking, and made some comments about how dinner was really good and how the food you cook someone can be representation of how you feel about them and how much you love them. To me, it was clear he was making a jab at the pasta and meatballs I gave him. Because why else would he be saying that after he was calling your pasta disrespectful? Then this morning, my mouth just farted. Then this morning, before I left, I went to grab the pot of pasta and take it home with me. I forget how we got into it, but he basically made another jab about how it was inedible and that I'll see that for myself when I have some. I got really upset at this point. He went on to say that my food made him feel so much worse. Okay. He said some other people dropped off food that was actually delicious. Oh, okay. The actually is what gets me. Oh, this food was actually delicious. Yeah, they actually put more sauce in their dish. They actually seasoned their food. Sorry, I'll stop. So, he didn't understand why I didn't do that. Oh! Do what? Do what? He just kept doubling down and saying how awful my food was and how it made him feel unloved and disrespected. He said it was effed up of me to give him something so bad. This really hurt me because I would never want to do something to make him feel bad, especially when he is grieving the tragic loss of a parent. I genuinely don't know if I'm overreacting to this. He says I shouldn't feel bad, but motivated to do better. I told him he could have handled it differently by saying something more like, "Thanks for the food, babe, but maybe more sauce next time." Or he could have just said nothing and thrown the food away. Okay, let's not throw food away though. Like, let's eat it. Please, can we eat the food instead of throwing it away? I love eating food. Just give me the food. I'll be the trash. I'll be the dumpster. I'm trying my best to be there for him, and I feel like I just can't get it right. Nothing I do is ever good enough for him, and it's eroding my self-confidence. Okay, so outside of him losing his mom and just this story alone, outside of all of that, he's been making you feel like nothing you do is ever good for him. So that is your answer. That is your answer. I get that losing someone dear to you is really hard, but also, I don't know, I just would never want to put my partner down, no matter how down I am myself. And if I do feel that way, I would be like, hey, I'm not in the mood right now, and I just don't want to transfer my bad juju onto you. So can you give me a few? It's the fact that he kept doubling down on it and cooked dinner as a jab at you, not even as like wanting to feed you. And then like saying how food from other people was actually delicious. Like, just doing too much. I don't think you're overreacting. I think he's overreacting, not on the death of his mother, but on your pasta. Plus, like, it sounds like he's just like dragging it out over multiple days. Like, okay, I heard it the first time, like, let it go. I can't take anymore. I'm a nanny/caregiver of 10 plus years. It's literally my specialty to take care of people, and I've always been told that I'm exceptional at what I do. So it's confusing to me that he acts like I'm incompetent and making everything worse because he doesn't love you. Hot take, he doesn't love you. This comment literally, nothing I ever do is good enough for him, and it's eroding my self-confidence. It's confusing to me that he acts like I'm incompetent and making everything worse. He wasn't joking. He usually is like this, unfortunately. The way he's treating me, you'd think I killed his mom myself. I was scared of what he would do if I did nothing. There. 4 reasons why you should break up with him. You gave him the last of your food while you're literally neck deep in financial issues. And you cleaned his room and he can't even give you a simple thank you? For real. I would personally break up with him because nobody's gonna be speaking to me that way ever. I do not care what they're going through. Kindness is free. Thank you. Being rude can and should cost you, and if he's like this all the time, his cost should be losing you. Yes, exactly. There is someone out there who will not only do the bare minimum, but will go above and beyond for you the way you tried to do for your current boyfriend. Someone out there will love like you love, and everyone deserves someone that can love the way they love. You deserve someone who will give you the last of their food and clean your room for you while you're going through something. A great rule of thumb when it comes to relationships is you can't expect things from people if you wouldn't do it for them, and you shouldn't accept those that expect things they wouldn't do for you. Exactly. When I lost my brother, I immediately broke down crying. I ran to Miki. He was working and he stopped everything he was doing and he comforted me. As I was breaking down, he was like, I'm gonna take care of my health more. I want to live as long as possible for you. And you know, and just like, guess what? He lost a lot of weight. He's 6'3", and he was about like 300 pounds, and he is now 180. And on top of losing the weight, he did everything he could for me. He took over the household chores. He did everything for me, and now I'm at the point where I can think about my brother and not cry. And continue on living my normal everyday habits. But he was a big support. He never put me down. He only built me up. And it affected him too. And he still kept a positive, great attitude while I was going through it. So I love you, Mickey. You deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve a person who will put in the same effort that you do. Just like how Channy Chu was saying. So I think you're gonna have to double down on his grief and break up with him. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend broke up with me after seeing texts with my boss. We're done. Take your from my place. What are you talking about? I'm so confused. Are you upset about messages with my boss, or did you send this? Not me. Moving my head to see the rest of the text. Oh, it's on the next slide. I'm so confused. Are you upset about messages with my boss, or did you send this by accident? Cheating on me and didn't even think to delete messages. Laughing emojis. I'm not cheating on you though. Why would I delete texts with my boss? Read the messages. Are you slow? Absolutely not. No reason for you to be asking if I'm slow. Immediate cutoff. I don't know why you're being like this, but I genuinely don't understand what I said wrong in the messages. If you explain it to me, I'll just leave you alone and come pick up my stuff, or I can explain and we can move forward. I don't want to move forward with the cheating. The flirting is very obvious in the messages. I don't know what you have going on with blank, but I'm not having it in my relationship. Go have him pay for your flight, call him nicknames, joke around with this other guy. I'm not taking this disrespect. Get your He's not paying, hun. The company is. It's policy. Can you see I mentioned it? And I wasn't joking around with him. He knows I was used to the old manager. You remember how strict he used to be? LOL. So he's trying to get me used to being more vocal. The guy is married too. Babe, try to understand here. If the message you sent me is an I'll come at blank time to pick up my stuff, I will burn your blank card. Go F yourself. I'll send blank at 8. No, you come and get it. What's the issue if I send blank? This whole time you wanted to have a conversation. Now all of a sudden you don't? He's cheating. There's no way. But you said no, and I'm busy tomorrow. So come and take it a day after. I won't open the door if anyone other than you shows up. Girl, I'm scared for you. These are the texts between her and her boss. Hi, Mr. Blank. I was wondering if I could work remote the next week. There's been an emergency in the family and I need to fly back to blank ASAP. I'll still maintain my working hours and I'll be able to work extra during the flight. Jesus, Blank. Take the week off. Who the hell did you work for? Wife just mentioned that may have been kind of insensitive timing-wise to make a joke. Very sorry for what's happened with your family. The team and I send our love. Not his wife being PR. Haha, no, it's alright, sir. Everything should be fine, but I'd like to be there for safety regardless. Hope that's still okay. Once again, please don't feel the need to explain your time off or justify it to me or anyone. It's a medical emergency. Appreciate it. See you next week. Any chance the sponsor policy kicks in here? It does. Blank will reimburse you for the cost of the flight and any costs incurred during your airport stay. Really appreciate it. Thanks, sir. You don't need to call me sir. LOL. Gotcha. Yeah, the boyfriend's crazy and he's cheating. There's no way. I've been dating my boyfriend for a year now. He's never acted like this about anything. He's relatively a relaxed guy. Never been this jealous. A while back, someone in my family had a medical emergency, so I asked my manager for remote work. Thing is, my current manager is new. My previous manager was extremely strict and would rarely ever accept my time off requests. So it was a new environment for me when this new manager, Mr. Smith, was very chill. The company has a sponsor policy where within a certain distance they pay for flights, especially if you're an international hire, which I am. Can anyone please tell me what was wrong in the messages with me and Mr. Smith? Did I say something wrong? Did I overreact by just letting it go and saying I'll send a friend to pick it up? Should I have fought for it? Don't fight for anything with that psycho. Top comment says, I'm reminded of the saying, guilty hands point fingers. Need I say more? Am I the a-hole for cutting off my brother for refusing to call out his creepy friend? I'm bricked up right now. Wanna see? Bro, get help at this point. Don't act so innocent. I see straight through you for real. I know you like to please. Please what? please get the out of my face? Your friend blank made multiple gross comments towards me when we were at your place last weekend while he was drunk, and as I was leaving, he grabbed my ass. I messaged him on Instagram the day after to tell him it was inappropriate and to back off, and this was how the convo went. Since he clearly doesn't give a fuck about what I have to say, the fucking could you please tell him to fuck off? I told you from the start that dude was a fucking creep. The fuck am I supposed to do about it? Not my problem. That's your brother? Are you for real? He's your friend. If you do nothing about it, don't bother inviting me around when he's there anymore, which is pretty much always because he lives off of you, because I won't be around him anymore. For fuck's sake, you bring that on yourself. Now you're trying to bring me into it. You know he's there and you still choose to dress like that around him and laugh at his jokes and shit. Of course he's gonna get the wrong idea. Why are you blaming your sister? I was being polite, and that was only before the creepy comments. Once that started, I immediately gave the hint that I was not into it. And the dressing thing? Go fuck yourself. I'm done. Don't talk to me. Have it your way, I guess. Blocked. The first slide is my brother's friend's reaction to me asking him to leave me alone after being creepy towards me. I blocked him immediately. The other slides are my brother. I wanted him to step in because his friend is really starting to creep me out, and I was uncomfortable, and I felt like he wasn't taking me seriously when I told him to back off. Also, his friend SA'd you, and he didn't care. Cut them both off, girl. The fact that he doesn't care enough to step in, and him he blamed you. Babes, he blamed you. Hurt me so much, and I'm really freaking angry. My brother is 26 and lives alone. I'm 21 and still live with our parents, so we don't see each other often. This happened a few days ago. I've blocked him on everything and have no desire to speak to him, but I'm starting to wonder if I did overreact. But I'm still pissed the frick off. I don't know what to do. Not overreacting. I worry how your brother treats women. Yeah, I do too. Alright, moving on. Boyfriend had this flirty text exchange with the girl that works next door to us. Am I overreacting about this? Juicy. Wait, are you coming here or am I coming there? I'm outside. Okay, Sly. Should I wait out the front? Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. So nice to have a proper yap, even if it perpetrates the rumors. What if I like the rumors? You would. Tell me you don't too. I can't be having crazy rumors about me. I'm the boss. I know it's hard to tell because I don't use my position to prey on women. I'm actually a venue manager. Not my boss though. Yeah, whatever you say. I'm going to sleep now. I have to open my venue in the morning. Okay, good night. Good night! No. You could have just said good night without the... What is that? You could have not texted her. What the heck? Am I overreacting to these messages between my boyfriend and the manager of the venue next door to our work? For context, we work together at a bar, and we've just committed to getting back together after 6 months apart. It's been a month of us being in a relationship again, and before we broke up, we were together for 3 years. I've always been skeptical of this girl, and don't want to come across as controlling and paranoid about work/around her all the time. Feel like an a-hole for looking at his phone, and obviously can't mention the messages, but he says there's absolutely nothing there between them. The rumors are them being flirty around each other and potentially something going on there between them. Potentially? Girl, is there? Oh, it's there, alright. In the context of this conversation, work had finished around 12 a.m. and he'd walk over to her venue next door that she manages and talk to her until 3 a.m. Am I overreacting about this situation / undertone of this? Or am I right to feel hurt / confused by it and on guard / anxious when she's around? Gut instinct. Whatever your gut instinct is telling you, don't go against it. Also, why did he say goodnight? No. Break up with him. Break up with him. Again. For good. Him going over to her venue at 12 a.m. and staying till 3. If you feel like something isn't right or something just doesn't add up, you're probably right. You should move on and find someone better for you because clearly they want each other. Am I overreacting for being upset at what my boyfriend said? I miss you so much. LOL, did you get to the gym? I'm going to play softball right now. Fridays are always off days because of softball. I'm going tomorrow and Sunday. Question mark? Okay, what did you want me to say? Are you punishing me? LOL, maybe. I'm not a child. You're right, and I also don't have to allocate my time to anyone. I know that. Okay, I know you are not a child, so what was your point? I want accountability, but not to be punished if I didn't go to the gym or the week didn't go as planned with going to the gym. I'm trying, and it's gonna take time for me to change my routine. That's your narrative. That doesn't mean I have time, you know. And you can hold yourself accountable. I don't need to be babysitting. LOL. When I told you I missed you yesterday and you asked if I went to the gym, it was a question. If you don't have time to work on your goals, you don't have time to miss people. He does not like you. That makes no sense at all. I told you why I didn't go yesterday and it was valid. Fridays are always rest days because of softball. Sure. No, this is not about today or yesterday. It's a trend I notice, but it's cool. And what trend is that? You always have a reason why something isn't or can't get done. I'm watching football. I've started therapy. I'm journaling, flowing for an hour a day, went to the gym this week 2 times, going tomorrow, I'm tracking my finances, I'm meal prepping everything. I've barely eaten out this month. There will always be time for people I care about. That is cool. Huh? I'm working on my goals. Instead of making time for what matters, you are stretching time for less fruitful endeavors. What is his issue? What the f is up, Kyle? What is up, Kyle? What the f is up? Those things take a small percentage of my day. Are you mad? No, I just don't see it the same way. Since you are grown, I just let you be, and I'm just chilling. He doesn't like you. You know blowing up my phone will end up getting you blocked, right? Yes, sorry. Block him, girl, not him block you. Why are you saying sorry? Give me your baddie chain right now. I told you that before. Don't act crazy. I'm not acting crazy. I'm just confused and upset. I'm actively working on and focused on what I need to do, and you were pushing me to be better and towards that. I didn't even go blank today because I needed to get done. What are you confused about? That I can use my time as I please and I don't like excuses? You could have planned beforehand, so that wasn't an issue to begin with? I don't know. I just want to see you and spend time with you. I really do miss you. I'm sorry. I hope you had a good day today. I'm sorry for blowing up your phone. What did you mean by this? Do you believe me when I say I'm not going to make excuses anymore? I can promise you that. No. To give context, I'm 31 and he's 34. We've been talking daily for 5 months and haven't had the exclusive talk. I know. So technically, it's a situation. No wonder. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. He thinks it's not worth it either. And it's clear in these texts. I've been asking to see him for the past month. We live an hour away and both work long hours during the week. I recently talked with him about making goals and working towards going to the gym more and taking better care of my health and finances. Mind you, we talked about it 3 weeks ago. Friday night, I told him I missed him and was met with a gym comment and then this entire conversation the next day. I've been having a hard time incorporating going to the gym into my schedule because of work, but it's not something I'm not committed to doing. I know it takes time to fit into a routine. I don't know. I'm all for calling out my poop and pushing me to be better, but this whole conversation just doesn't sit well with me and how he talked to me. Am I wrong? Overreacting? Oh my god, don't even dignify him with a response. Block his number and move on. 5 months? He's talking to you like he's been holding resentment for 20 years. 5 months should be the honeymoon lovey-dovey phase. You're putting in way too much effort and time for these crumbs of communication and threats of blocking you. And then her saying, yes, sorry. Girl, get up. We're not doing this. We're not losing. Be single and keep working on you. You're doing just fine without him, and he will only make your life miserable. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!